if you guys haven't heard or seen, there was a $40,000 content creator Marvel Rivals tournament. Now, a girl named Zaza decided to one-trick Black Widow, go 0-5 during one of these matches at half. That's not the worst of it. She gets asked to switch off Black Widow and play someone more helpful for the team, like a support maybe, or a tank, if you don't want to play support. No, just started bitching. Then a girl named Cece jumps in and starts bitching at him when he asks multiple times. Mind you, calmly. I'm saying this for a reason. Now, we're watching a video of Cece explaining why she thinks she's in the right and Kingsman is an awful human being. Now, Kingsman did make his own video. I'll pop it up right here, if I remember. And yeah, let's just see what Cece has to say.
I'm making this video in response to Kingsman's video and also to all the chatters that are going to come in and ask questions again. I'm just going to try to
say right in the moment. So maybe calm it down.
do this.
Don't lie.
And it's the last I'm going to speak about.
Try to keep it true.
Addressing any allegations or anything that's not true, as well as I included a clip that Kingsman left out in his conversation with Entei, because Kingsman thought it was like rage bait or something, but Entei took the words right out of my mouth. Like, I could not have phrased it better, and if you take it from a third-party perspective, you might be able to digest it a little better. I want to start off by saying that I did not get kicked from the tournament. I was banned on Twitch for violating TOS, saying something toxic to my friend in chat.
Oops.
I've said it before, but this...
I'm pretty sure that statement right there is a lie. Now, don't quote me on that. I'm just gonna say I'm pretty sure. I think. Let me not say pretty sure. I think. Because when I watched TikTok today, Banzim, I think his name is, Bonzim, he is allowing he's inviting Kingsman back to another $40,000 tournament because of the whole scenario and that these guys are in the wrong. And I'm pretty sure in that video he said Cece and Zaza are kicked and banned and no longer allowed to these tournaments. I'm pretty sure I liked that video, so I will go and try to find that.
This time it was around a bunch of haters, so maybe it got spam reported, but it was just for 24 hours. The issue is I can't play in the tournament while banned because if I get streamed and show up in people's streams, it counts as ban evasion.
Wait, if you get streamed, it'll show up on people's accounts as ban evasion, but you're not the one streaming.
Come across this?
I'm going on TikTok for a second to find this video. But you're not streaming. So how does that make sense? You should still be able to play with your friends that stream on Twitch or whatever without them having repercussions. Or still play in a tournament. The tournament requirement isn't for you to stream, I'm pretty sure. So I think that's lie number one.
Don't want to risk other people getting penalized for it. But it has nothing to do with Basim or the tournament. The problem wasn't what he said. He didn't get kicked because he wanted his teammate to swap off Widow. It was because of the way he went about it, the tone he took, and the fact that he continued it for over an hour after being asked multiple times to stop. It was making the team uncomfortable, we were all playing worse, we were distracted, and team morale was just decreasing, and it just was not...
We were all uncomfortable. Honestly, you and Zaza were the only ones uncomfortable because you were trying to play victim. The other people in the team were honestly on Kingsman's side saying, yeah, can you please switch off Widow? Play someone else. And if you're uncomfortable, there's a mute button for a reason. You don't have to lie and get someone kicked out of a tournament, allegedly, because your feelings got hurt because you're in the wrong and you know it.
Not affected. And we weren't the only people uncomfortable. Our own communities were raising concerns, and his chat also told him to chill out.
I don't think so. I don't know whether I can neither confirm or deny whether that is true because I got zero clue.
I think this is what Kingsman is most upset with me about, is the green light.
Excuse me.
But I don't think he realizes how little I actually had in the decision. Basim was going to kick Kingsman from the tournament, no matter what I said. Basim sent me a Discord message saying, hey, this is an urgent call, are you available? And I said,
I'm free, just a minute. Nobody should be able to hear me. Why? If this is about the whole situation, shouldn't you want this to be heard? Especially if you're the tournament organizer. Kind of right there seems like you guys are... You're simping hard for her. That's just what it seems like. You get a call, you ban the guy. Kind of seems some simp activity right here. Because... Okay, wow, did she forget about timestamps? I'm pretty sure this is like before the fucking ban happens. I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty sure the tournament was at like after this, right? Or it could be way after the ban. And I could be completely wrong.
On stream picked up the phone, and this is what Boston said to me. I've been getting a lot of messages and clips about Kingsman's disrespectful behavior. He was saying disrespectful things about you guys.
The disrespectful behavior in question is your character does absolutely nothing for the team. Can you please switch off Black Widow and play someone that helps the team? Yeah, man. So disrespectful. I mean, I guess it's a woman. You can't be disrespectful in any way, shape, or form. You have to praise them in every way. Even if they're murdering someone, you gotta give them praise. That's what it sounds. That's what we're getting from this.
Muted.
That's what I'm getting from this. I'm sorry.
I'm just not gonna have that.
I might be over-exaggerating.
Okay? And then I say, okay, is this confidential? Should I say anything? And he says, no, I'm gonna handle it all. So that was the end of the conversation.
Why do I feel like this is a lie? Because she's giggling through this slightly.
Reason why I say green light was because I had the opportunity to advocate for Kingsman more. I could have been like, no, he's just really passionate. No, he's a really good player. But at the end of the day, it's Possum's decision.
Wait, did she just say she had the opportunity to defend the guy because Possum knows he's not. Okay, so this is clearly after the fact. This call's after the fact. Okay. Because he clearly knows he's in the right and you're in the wrong. He gave you the opportunity. Things are just clicking in my head. Oh my gosh. He gave you the opportunity to fix your wrongs and basically say, no, he actually didn't do any of this. They're over-exaggerating. So was I. You could have said that. But no. You decide to lie. Oh, okay. See, now things are starting to make sense.
He decided to kick him from the tournament because of his disrespectful behavior, which I agreed was disrespectful. In hindsight, maybe he should have gotten a warning. But at the end of the day, again, it's just Bassam's decision. A lot of you guys are saying that it wasn't disrespectful, but if you go on for an hour after being told to stop, that's disrespectful.
Aren't you being disrespectful? Hold on. We're gonna pause this and pull it up right away. I guarantee you this will be the first thing that pops up. Weren't they being blatantly disrespectful right off rip? Watch, all I have to do is this. 40k rivals. Girls yelling. We'll just do that. It'll probably come up with them. Oh, got it. She is blaming the barber. They're blaming everybody. Yep. Let's just see why. How awful this is.
Oh, why couldn't Zaza just swap? The issue is that she didn't need to swap.
Whoa. She didn't need to swap? Are you for real?
At the start of the conversation,
maybe we can find out the 40k 20. Let's just see what her. I'm sure there'll be an image of her stats. Oh! She wasn't the problem, though. Going 2 and 7, bro. That's a DPS. And here's Magic Kingsman, the guy that was telling her to switch. Oh, wow. Going 26 and 3 with 17,000 damage. That's doing pretty good. Oh, wait. He's actually carrying the whole team. And he's telling the worst person on the team. Doing, quite frankly, way worse than the healers. But nah, she didn't need to switch. Okay. Let's see.
If we go against
Let's see why she didn't need to switch.
This team, what do you have for anti-dive, Bucky, blah 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 blah, and she goes, I can play Widow. And Kingsman responds, that's not multi-anti-dive. And I follow up with, we haven't even played Seamus team yet. We're about to scrim them.
I don't think she knows what predicting is, or just a suggested strategy is, or good strategy. Even if you don't need a multi-anti-dive, you don't need it. It's still better than a Black Widow who's a single multi-anti-dive.
But let her try Widow. You've said this multiple times already. Just let her try Widow. And then he proceeds to argue more. And we go on to the next
because
map,
he's right.
And you argue more. And then we go on to the next map and argue more.
Because he was right after the first map and the next map. It was the last map, I'm pretty sure, that she actually played good on. One map. One entire map. Out of all of them they played, she did good once. But Widow wasn't the problem.
And during this time, I'm telling him to chill. I say, chill, drop the topic, chill.
I'm pretty sure you called him a bitch. And you tell him to, you say, shut the fuck up. You don't tell him to chill. You literally say, and I quote, shut the fuck up. we can pull up the clip right now, actually. We'll pull it up right now, just for proof. Cece telling Kingsman to... Oh, this is after the fact, like, by herself.
I need this for my college. For a fact. I need this for my college. I have about...
So this is why niggas don't feel bad.
Oh, she was making fun of it. Fucking idiot.
Let her try Widow. That's the whole
point. But yeah, I'm sure everybody's seen the clip where she literally yelled, or it was Zaza. Maybe I'm wrong and it was Zaza. But one of them would they said shut the fuck.
I want you guys to understand, she was gonna go 0-5 no matter what she played. Why?
Is this Nah, I don't believe that. I really don't believe that because the healers had kills. Bro, in Marvel Rivals and Overwatch, it is almost impossible. It is very impossible for people that actually know how to aim to get 0 kills. All you gotta do is make sure you have a hit marker on the person that gets killed. You don't have to kill them. As long as you hit them once, you get the fucking kill for it. How are you gonna defend her and say she's gonna go 0-5 no matter what? Let's see why.
Because Kingsman was breathing down her neck.
Alright. You need to realize one thing. Video games is not IRL. Getting screamed at, battered at, breathing down my neck or whatever, I'm still gonna play. Yeah, I might play slightly worse because they're making me deconcentrate off the game a little bit. I will give her that. But it's not gonna make me go 0-5. If anything, I'm gonna play even better to make the guy to shut up. No, that's not what happened at all. We're making excuses now. I've had several times where my ranked, smooth-brained teammates who are going negative, they're yelling at me, but I'm still, and then I throw down an ace. They immediately shut up. That's what you gotta do.
In her ear for the last 30 minutes.
I'm pretty sure there was fat breaks in between his complaints. Like, I'm pretty sure he legitimately gave her... Okay, one, we'll go back if we have to. Pretty sure Cece said he never gave her a chance on Widow. 90% sure there's literal clip of him giving a full game of Black Widow. And he literally goes, point proven why you shouldn't have played Widow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's literally what happened. Yeah, This, yeah.
She
Oh my.
wasn't focused. She wasn't
I'm
locked
getting
in.
too
She
worked
wasn't
up
going
about
to play
this.
well no matter what she played. So you guys are like, that was her game. That was her game to show off. That was her chance to prove that it worked.
Exactly what I said. But watch, she's gonna say, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. She was getting fucking yelled at. How was she gonna play good?
No, it wasn't. Because during that time, Kingsman was still down her ear. We finished that map, and we go in.
Bro, I've had literal. Okay, let's go back to when I'm 10 years old. Actually, we'll make her situation look like it's fucking nothing. 10 years old, playing BO2 in my bedroom. I got a 30-year-old black guy named Tyrone telling me I'm a waste of sperm. I should have never been born. Saying the most diabolical shit about my mother 10-year-old could possibly hear. But nah, your boy dunked it down and he still did better. I think. But yeah.
Into the next
like,
game, and we're still arguing about it. At that point, I have to put my foot down as a captain.
You were the captain? Oh, hell nah.
And yes, I told him to STFU. But you
Okay, so she admits it. She admits
have
it.
to understand.
She admitted it.
This is after an hour of dragging this conversation on, an hour of me asking him to drop this topic,
Yeah, but an hour of you guys being blatantly wrong and trying to defend something that's blatantly wrong. Just because you want to be right. Just because you want to be right doesn't make you right. Just because you so badly want the attention and for everybody to just say yes to you like a dog doesn't mean it's gonna happen. I'm sorry, hun. Not the world doesn't revolve around you.
hour of just continuous arguing in the team. Yes.
Gosh,
I
it's
told
so
him
annoying to listen to
STFU.
this.
And after that, we won that map with Zaza on Widow, and then what?
Yeah, after that, may she add, the one map. The one map she did good on. Hold on, what's she gonna say? What's she gonna say?
The next game, Zaza's able to focus and shoot back.
Wait. You have to have like no sound in your ears to focus and shoot back. You can't shoot back if you got someone talking to you. That's probably the worst defense I've ever heard. And he still carried his team. He still out-fragged her. She got more final hits. Good job. So technically he didn't out-frag her. She out-fragged him. Good job. Got more final hits. But you should have more. Actually, I don't know Marvel's good enough to say this point. Should Widow have more final hits than Magic? I get Magic's up close so she can just beat them down. But like I feel like Widow should have more final hits, right? Just because she's shooting from far range. She should be going after the people that already have damage dealt to them and hit them in the head, one-shot them. Right? Or am I wrong? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Because
she's still wrong.
No one is complaining about the Black Widow pick. She plays so well, at one point, Snake swaps off of Venom and goes Magneto. And then by the end of the game...
What does that fucking matter? Wait, does Magneto and Widow have a team up? If that's true, then I will see why it matters. Does Black Widow... Oops. Black Widow have a team up with Mag? Okay. Now I see why he would switch.
MVP. I know some of you guys are like, well, we can't look at stats. Oh.
We're going back to actually see if she was MVP.
Was game in her ear for the last play well. That was time. Kingsman was still. I told him to an hour in the team. Yes, I found on Widow back.
Thank you. She was okay. And it's only because of the final hits. So yeah, there's really no putting her down here. Like, she played fine. She played well. She played good with this one for once. One singular time. Finally did something. But the real question at heart is, did she play her role correctly? That's the real
because
question.
no one is down. Snake Case swaps. No, some of you guys are like, well, we can't look at stats. Like looking at the scoreboard is bad.
Well, no, like that's the other point I was getting into. Yeah, stats do mean a lot, but like, did she? Yes, you guys won, so and ultimately it doesn't matter. But like, did she play her role correctly? Did she like? Did she? Yeah, did she play her role well and correctly? Keep the enemy team off the healers and like kill the other healers or whatnot. That's all. That's all.
But this isn't about Marvel Rivals. It's about human interaction, relationships, and how you interact with each other, how you communicate with each other.
This isn't about Marvel Rivals.
The first day I met Kingsman was draft day. He told me to join a call. I joined, and the first thing he did was question whether I was ready for the draft. He was judging who I was picking. And then he questioned Zaza's Black Widow, if she could play something else, start on something else.
All valid questions. It's okay. Before you, it's $40,000. Okay.
Who I was picking. And then the first thing he
Let's
did
go back.
was question whether I was ready for the draft. He was judging.
Yeah, that's a very good question. I'm pretty sure every single professional athlete, their coaches. I know Kingsman's not your coach. I know coaches will, or players and teammates will literally ask other teammates, "Are you ready for this? Like, are you good? Prepared mentally?" He's checking up on your mental, dumb fuck. Are you ready? Are you mentally prepared to play for $40,000? That's what he's asking. You don't have to get butthurt over it.
Who I was picking. And
yeah. What if who you were picking didn't revolve around him, his comp? What if he needed to go switch someone else? Or what if the person you were picking ultimately didn't help the team comp in whole, and he would tell you to like ask you to switch someone else? This is all common sense. You should be piecing together when he asks you these questions.
Then he questioned Zaza's Black Widow if she could play something else.
I mean, the Black Widow in a $40,000 tournament. Let's be for real. Who wouldn't question that? Even if it's the best player in the world, and they pick Black Widow, I'm pretty sure everybody would be questioning why he's playing Black Widow, or they.
I'll start on something else before the scrims even start. The first day of scrims was super chill. We're not running triple support, Zaza's on Black Widow, and we're playing against Iron Fist, Magic, Penny Parker. We don't do bad. Like,
if there was no complaints, okay, but I highly doubt it. Because I'm pretty sure in Kingsman's video, he did say, like, he did mention in scrims, you wouldn't get off Black Widow. Alright, let's see if she said she says she didn't do bad. 20-6, 12k damage, 8 final hits. So 8-6 technically. But realistically, because those are the amount of real kills she got. Kingsman got 11. Alright, 17. So Kingsman did better. I'll be honest. Didn't do half bad. Helped the team a little bit, but honestly, this was just a team diff in the scrim right here. This number 1 was just a team diff, we'll be honest. Second, gets one more final hit than Kingsman. Less damage. So, yeah. But I mean, didn't do half bad. Full team did good. The third one, let's see. 19-14 with 14 final hits, the same amount of deaths, okay. Yeah, she drugged down her team in the last match. Heavy there. Could have played anybody else and probably probably won't say she would have done better like stat wise, but performance wise and helping the team wise, yes, would have done significantly better. And I wonder if these are the only matches, if she's only showing these matches only because these were the scrims that they did good in. She did good in. I guarantee you they played way more than 3 scrims. Guarantee it. So, 100%, these are the only ones she did good in.
Yes, we didn't win every single one of those maps, but I wasn't concerned about whether we were going to win or not. It was our first day of playing with each other. The second day of playing with each other, the first thing I hear coming out of Kingsman's mouth is, we have to run triple support. Like, that's it. We have to. And I was
Fair.
arguing, I said,
I mean, it's fair.
Not every team is going to walk out on triple support. Anyways, we go on, and then he brings up the point of Sammy's team and Black Widow. The only time that we talked to Kingsman was in the start of the scrims and when he was demanding stuff out of us. And that's why I say it's not a Marvel Rivals thing. It's about multiple days where he's just telling us to do something. And that's our...
Now, I can't speak for the scrims because I haven't seen any videos on that. But he was actually asking a lot of the time. He wasn't telling, he was asking. He did start telling, yes. But he did straight up just ask multiple times. And I'm sure during scrims where it didn't matter too much, he was just being way more respectful. I guarantee it. And that's probably why he got way more tilted faster than he in the actual tournament, because you just wouldn't freaking let go of her ego. Neither of them would.
Only impression of Kingsman, other than the fact that he's good at...
And I'm sure she's downplaying her and Zaza's like reaction to all this a lot. I'm sure they were bitching the whole time, like, yeah.
The video game. From day one, I told Kingsman, rule number 1, don't tilt my team, and rule number 2, don't bring the vibes down on the team, because we're going to lose. A lot of you guys are under...
Because we're going to lose. On the games he's telling Widow to switch into, like, lock in, they won. I don't think they lost a single game where he's yelling at these two to freaking lock in. Like, yeah, he did yell a few times, I will be honest on that. But, like, dude, how are you gonna sit here and say you're gonna lose when you guys literally won
Estimating
a lot of your
how
matches?
important vibes are in a team scenario. At the
Excuse
highest
me.
level of competitive esports, tier 1 esports, you will get booted from a team simply because your team doesn't like you.
That's not true. That's not true at all. Some teams will. Yes, that's correct. Yeah, like some teams will, but no. Most teams don't give a flying fuck if the team doesn't like one person. Like, there's I forgot who it was. Like, yes, several teams have done this, like, kick players out because they didn't like him. Yes, that's true. But, like, no. Falcons, none of the people like each other, or they like the game. Well, that's a whole different point, and I won't get into that. But, Falcons, not many people like each other in Counter-Strike. Rocket League, I'm pretty sure there was a whole thing of BDS about the team not liking each other, but they're still winning championships because their team chemistry is good. They know how to play off each other and with each other. They're not gonna, like, dude, that's personal issues if you think the team's not gonna play good. If you have a grudge against someone and you're taking it out in the game, that's actual personal mental issues. If people will still play good as a team even if they hate each other. I'm sorry.
Even if you're performing, even if you're doing well, if the team synergy isn't there, you're not coming back for another season. This plays a
Not true.
part in why I didn't advocate for Kingsman when Bossum said he was going to kick him. Kingsman already showed that he wasn't going to listen to the rules I set on day 1, and so when Bossum said he was going to kick him for being disrespectful, I had no argument. A lot of you guys were asking why I even drafted Kingsman in the first place if I didn't want to be competitive. I wanted to be competitive. Like, I wanted to win. Out of all the captains, think
You wanted to win, but you're mocking how $40,000 is a large amount of money. You're over here like, oh, I can pay my college tuition. Like, you literally said it in that tone too, which is kind of sad. You're over here mocking 40 grand, saying it's not a lot of money. You're over here downplaying it. Of course, people are gonna think you're trolling. That's probably what you did, just because you were mad you were wrong.
I spent the most time looking up graders and deciding who I want in my comp. I knew a little about Kingsman before, and I knew he was a good DPS player. In the clip, I said I was going off the spreadsheet, and I didn't really know him, and it was because people in the chat glazed him. That was Clip Farm. I said people were glazing Kingsman because I thought it would be a sweet thing. It's nice to have viewers glazing you in other communities' chats.
That was Clip Farm. I actually only said that because I thought it would be a cool thing, nice thing to say. What? What are you on? Did you have some manager that you hired off of like Reddit that just like creams to you, write up a horrible script for you? Like, this is
It's
just
nice to think that your
bad.
community really fucks with you. But at the end of the day, it was mostly the spreadsheet. On paper, it says that Kingsman is one above all, and he plays Magic, Bucky, Storm, Punisher, Doctor Strange, and that he loves competition. He also says that he will try to ally GL and make sure we win. All great things. Nowhere does it say in the sheet that he loves competition so much, he will criticize my teammate for over an hour to swap. The only way I could have known that he was going to micromanage the team was if I asked other creators' opinions of him. But I would have had to do that for everyone in this tournament, and I just don't have the time. But when I met him, I told my chat, I was like, I fuck with that. Like, I fuck with someone that's competitive. That's fine. I'll make do with it. Like, we can work this out. When everyone signed up for the tournament, no one knew it was going to have a prize pool. No one knew it was going to have $40,000. All it said was Creator Cup. Boston wanted to surprise us. So
Um, I'm 99.9% sure Kingsman literally says in his video that he made, like during the game when they're all yelling, he literally goes, "Don't you want to win this money?" And they all say yes. 90% sure he says that to them in the middle of a match. Do you want to win money? So they knew.
every
That's a
single person
lie.
that agreed to play in the tournament knew that it was a creator-focused tournament.
I think she just slipped up on a
That
word
agreed to
almost.
play in the tournament knew that it was a
Knew it was a creator. she started saying fate, bro. Oh my
creator-focused tournament,
gosh.
and that there was going to be over 50%.
She started saying a prize tournament. You can literally hear.
Knew that it was a creator. So every single
You can literally hear her start saying at the
person that
stop.
agreed to play in the tournament knew that it was a creator-focused tournament, and that there was going to be over 50% of the players were going to be one tricks. That's what everyone should have been prepared for. When I call Kingsman a meta slave, I know he plays Magic, and I know Magic isn't meta. The reason why I called him a meta slave, I know he plays Magic, and I know Magic isn't meta.
Pretty sure I saw Tin the Tapman, who plays Rivals a lot, saying Magic is meta. Is Magic meta? Okay.
The reason why I called him a meta slave was because the first conversation we ever even had was that he wanted the triple support. Then the second day of scrims, his first conversation with me was that he wants us to run triple support. And then the conversation came to Peel. He wanted the perfect counter to Hulk, Venom, Spider-Man with Bucky. And he was very adamant about that. He didn't want to even try playing Black Widow or anything else. He just wanted the Bucky. And that's why I called him a meta slave, because we were arguing for multiple maps about the same thing about meta. He wants to play meta because he thinks the only way that we can win is meta.
Well, it's a very high chance of winning if you play meta.
And you guys like to talk about compromise, like why didn't Zaza compromise? And Kingsman himself said that he would play Mantis. I know he only said that out of spite because we were in an argument and it's just like, here, take it. Like,
what if he actually did mean it? What if he actually did mean he would play Mantis and he would just like, yeah, hold up.
It was a give me. I don't want him to do something he doesn't want to do. The same reason why I want Zaza to just play Black Widow, because I don't want to force her to do something she doesn't want to do. Kingsman called her a hit scan flex, but the reality is she is a...
That was probably the biggest waste of a video I've ever watched. Half of the shit she said, they're literal clips blatantly saying she's wrong. Half of the shit she says she didn't say, there are clips of her saying it. This is just sad. I mean, y'all have a good